People want my nudes so bad.
So bad.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And
They're always like, do you have
like,
it? Can someone find, does anyone have this on him? Well, there's a whole website devoted to like trying to find nudes of like men online. I have like a bunch of underwear pictures out like on Twitter and like out and like a bunch of Speedo pics on Instagram. And so people are always like, they have to be out there. They have to be out there. They're not out there.
Do you ever
Not
send
yet.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
out there, but they ain't out there.
So are you like terrified to send nudes now?
your
No.
iPhone is about to get hacked.
Yeah. No, I still send nudes. I love sending nudes.
Really?
I love sending nudes. Yes. I was on a podcast once and someone was like, it's like they dared me. They showed me their nudes and then I showed my nudes and like the producer, I could see the producer while we were doing this and the producer was like, what is going on? Because it was just like, because it wasn't like to the camera. It was like, okay, all right, on the count of 3, trade.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's hot.
That is hot.
It was great.
Okay, everyone's nudes. Ready?
Listen, my phone's over there. I could do it.
How do you pick what you choose to write jokes about? Like, I get so paralyzed sometimes being like, I could write jokes about anything and it could all be funny. And it's like, what do you just have a feeling like, I just want to go over here? Or do you think do you like structure it critically?
I'll like, if I have like a subject matter that I really kind of want to figure out how to address, I will sort of like try to figure out where it would go in my current hour and place it. But then if it's something I just want to talk about, like right now I open up my hour about, I do like the tiniest bit of local, like little bit of like, you know, whatever for them.
Wherever
like,
you are.
At Kansas City, I was like, I landed this airport and I saw something that blew my mind. Y'all have a black mayor? What? Y'all should tell more people. I think more people would come here if they knew. So I talk about animals. My first 3 big jokes are about like koalas and cheetahs at the San Diego Zoo because I love animals. I gravitated towards that material. I want to talk about it, so I just do. It's always like I really want to talk about this. If I find myself getting pulled towards it, like that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't care to talk about, like what's something that everyone loves talking about right now? Oh, okay. Yeah, this sounds mean. There's no part of me that is shitting on astrology, but it is not in my hour because it just doesn't, like, I'm a Taurus. I love expensive things, but like there's nothing in my set that really like makes me go, oh, I have to talk about astrology. And then when you kind of try to be like, I'm going to talk about women, so then I'm going to like try to shoehorn astrology, it doesn't.
That's so Taurus of you.
Right?
Yeah.
Even when I talk about, I have like a chunk of my hour that's about straight women. It's not even like kind of like regular dumb misogynistic stuff. It's just me laughing about them choosing to fuck ugly dudes. And then me seeing the straight women in the crowd have to comfort their boyfriends. Because then like they'll rub them on the back sometimes. They'll be like a not you situation. And so what it does is it activates them to do some stupid stuff, so then I can call out and then talk about it more and then get back to what I want to talk about. Because I put a section in for a bunch of different target demos in my hour, some kind of like explicitly, some kind of like implicitly. So I cover straight guys, straight girls, lesbians, non-binary people, trans people, queer men. And so then everyone got a little taste of something for them. But I didn't say, oh, I'm going to make sure all of y'all get this. But like 30 minutes in, they're like, oh, I was mentioned. And I'm like, yeah, see?
That's so interesting.
Well, because that's who comes to my shows. Like, it's a good...
Yeah.
It's
Everybody.
Well, yeah. I like the fact that right now I have
it's so great.
Have a silly coalition of...
I mean, I just think that you are such a good joke writer. Like, this is why you are having such an easy time going between Brooklyn and Manhattan and Kansas City and straight women and queer men. And like, you're you're such an outlier because you can speak to you're just so funny that I feel like so many communities will want to come to your shows.
I mean, it is a goal of mine to look out into the crowd and go, okay, oh yeah, we're all here. Like I want to see like middle-aged people who love comedy and just always love comedy. I want to see young, cool, black, queer kids that were like, I've never seen like a cool, young, black, queer comedian. I want to see gay men. I want to see gay men bring their girlfriends. I want to see straight girls bring their boyfriends. I want to see dudes who are just like comedy nerds who love The Cellar, who are like, oh, I didn't even know. Like that. Whenever this is I shouldn't enjoy it as much. But what happens is sometimes when like you perform. Like, it was right when I started. I just like, whenever you have like more like Barstool fans and shit. So like at the stand sometimes in New York. So one time after a show, a dude who like loves Mark Norman, loves Sam Morril, and I was on a show, and like, a dude came up to me. He's like, man, I love that gay shit. And I was like, what? He was like, I love that gay shit. I was like, it's not an act. He was like, no, I know. But he's like, I love it. I was like, you want to hang out? Like what's? But like,
how much do you like it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but
And then you brought him home with
like,
you.
Yeah,
like, do
100%.
you want it in your body?
Yeah. There's a way I can. But those kind of guys, they've been told that they don't like queer comedy.
Right.
And I think every now and then when they see someone, and I'm pretty like rapid fire, and I'm also like, there are a couple of things where like I know that they're like, how did he know? Like there are a couple of like, I mean in the past like some football jokes and like some very specific stuff, and like I'm always like, I'm gonna get you, just wait, I promise there's gonna be one thing that's just for you. And then also generationally, like I have a section where I like call out all the different age groups, and like Gen Z is finally going to comedy shows and they like comedy. Because for the longest time, they only thought comedy was like old men talking about how much they hate their wives.
Yeah.
And so now there's been a bit of a social media comedy boom, which is good.
But they think comedy is crowd work.
Some of them who are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, we just got to teach some of them better performance etiquette, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I teach it to them. I yell at them.
hear you.
If you say something during my show, like, the first thing I want to tell them is like, hey, guess what? I'm not gonna post this clip, so you're not gonna get famous. So you're just ruining this for free.
You're kind of a mind reader, is what I'm learning about you. It's like, I know how you think, and you're like, I'm gonna talk to you, and then you, and I'm gonna be able to like see what you want, and that's
my anxiety is control.
Oh.
I want to control. I'm a control freak. I want to control so many things.
Uh-huh.
And so sometimes letting go also has helped me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I was noticing in your comedy, it feels almost like poetry.
Yeah.
Like it is so precise and the rhythm is so good. And I was wondering about exactly this. Like, how much do you go off script, lose control on stage?
I always try to do something in and of the moment to remind everyone that this is real. Like on my Don't Tell set, I open it by being like, I love Bushwick. Who doesn't want to be in a factory sometimes and also be gay? And so like they were like, wait, what? We're doing that right now. And so like that's like a thing that helps me create the feeling for the room that like this is for us right now in this moment. This isn't ultra prepared, but then some of it is so ultra prepared because like it's so polished. I think that like for me, I try to go in and out. Like I'll go like super on script, then I'll like dip, then go back to script, then dip, then come in and out. Also, if something does happen in the room, I will 100% address it. I also have so many kind of like flow charts that like no matter what, like people like, example, I wrote 10 jokes, one for each southern state. So when I ask if someone's from the South, no matter what,
Amazing.
three people there, and like, so for me, the exercise was just, okay, riff and then set some of those riffs. So like riff and then make some of those riffs like be the joke. So I have my Alabama joke that I love that then like I can always do because I went to University of Alabama, so that's always there. Then I have my Louisiana joke. Then I have my North Carolina and my South Carolina joke. Then I have my Florida joke. Then I have my Texas joke. Then I have my Virginia joke, which could lead to a Virginia story. Then I also have my Arkansas joke. Then I have my Kentucky joke. Then I have my Tennessee joke. And that's all like just, okay, boom, boom, boom. I can get wherever we need to go with this. And so the crowd, instead of being like, oh, he planned all that, they're always like, what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? But for me, it's just like, I hate to say, it's just like it's a flow chart. I go, what do you want to hear?
Wow.
But then also I try to be in
this.
and of the moment. Like, I don't know, like, how can I do this on the podcast? If you ask me to try to write a joke about something recently, because I also sometimes like practicing, like, what would my monologue joke be for this thing? Because I've had to write so many packets for shows I didn't get staffed on. And then, like, also, what would my roast joke be for this thing? So, like, the White House Correspondents dinner, I was like, oh, this would be the joke I would say. Or for the roast of...
what was it? Do you remember? Oh, for Tom Brady? Did you have one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I had so many.
What was it? What were yours?
Oh, there was one... I mean, I did say... This is mean. But good. It should go on the podcast. Yeah, it was a roast. I had a joke about Tony Hinchcliffe because if you can get Tony Hinchcliffe on any of those, like people go, what? You like got Tony? So,
Wait, who's Tony Hinchcliffe?
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is that Kill Tony?
It's
Tony?
Kill Tony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I just didn't know his last name.
And so, like,
No, I also just learned who he was very recently. Because it's just like, I feel like women, queer people in Bushwick,
Oh my God.
no one knows Kill Tony.
We don't know Kill
yeah,
Tony
yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So basically, I wanted to say that as the queer guy here, I love the fact that everyone is making jokes about the fact that Tony looks like he's about to die of AIDS first. And that is, and you do that in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like those kind of things. I mean, like with the White House Correspondents dinner, like if it's like Colin Jost, if I would have been in Colin Jost's positions, or if like anytime you get to do that thing with Joe Biden, because so many people are so scared to go at him, I would have been like, Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, I'm so honored to be here. You did call me Barack twice. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just always thinking of those things. I'm just always thinking of those.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you're a fucking great joke writer.
And like, I thought Nikki Glaser did an amazing job
So good.
because I think her brain also works like that. Like,
Yeah.
she's always like, especially on roast.
She also worked her ass off from
Yeah.
what I heard her say on podcast. Also, I did see her run her set at the Lab in Hollywood. And she was so
Her
funny.
roast set?
Her roast set.
Oh, interesting.
I saw her run it there.
What do you think happened with Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer?
Ooh, because this is a gossip pod.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes people, the more famous you get, and the more famous you get for a podcast, and the more famous you get for not material, the easier it is to get away from really strong, sharp stuff and kind of just feed into the personality that your fans think you are. And so that sort of happens sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just you kind of become a parody of yourself because that version is more popular with the people who are on the Patreon versus like wanting to really destroy. Like, case in point, like Nikki has a legacy and a long history of like destroying all the Comedy Central roasts. So for her, it's like, no, I have to murder. And I don't think either one of them felt that pressure. So it was probably just like a big party to both of them. Cause like they got paid no matter what. They have fans no matter what. They have legions of followers no matter what. But it is like, you can see who like came there to work, and you can also see who came there to party.
Yes. They had the energy of like two high school boys who did this for like all their teammates who lost their minds.
Yeah.
And then they brought it to the talent show, and it blew.
Well, also, if I'm a comic, because of my ego, I'm not a duo act. For the roast? For a roast? Absolutely not.
Brutal.
Absolutely not. Don't talk to me by myself. I'm going to talk my shit by myself. There's no fucking way. Unless I'm the Sklar brothers who can pull it off, or the Lucas brothers, there is no way at a roast, because everyone's going to attack you personally.
Yes. Yes. And this is why Plain Jane didn't win the presentation episode of Drag Race, because she was paired with Q, who stepped on all of her timing, and she's better as a solo act.
I'm glad we're talking about Drag Race, because what's been very weird, but also like I hope they finally fix it, is that sometimes like the contestants on Drag Race are so funny until it comes to a challenge where they go, it's a comedy challenge, and you go, you've been funny for all these other challenges. You've been hilarious. What is it about the word comedy challenge that ruins some of y'all?
But isn't this the problem with like every beginner stand-up comedian, is that they're not as funny on stage as they are in real life?
Yeah.
As they think they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe it's nerves, maybe it's anxiety, but it's just like it's always weird whenever you go, you have all these moments throughout the season where you're just mean and funny, and then the minute they go, okay, this is the only way that this results in a win, they go, I don't know what's gonna happen.
They blow it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about time? It is 4:20.
Ooh, yeah, it is.
Hell yeah. Oh, we have some joints coming out.
We do?
No.
Oh, we don't. Okay.
We good.
Do we get some?
I feel good on time. What's up?
Okay. Well, we can transition to secrets really quick.
Okay.
Which we've been doing so many of.
Okay. I have told some secrets
You
already.
have.
Yes,
did
you
you
have.
bring?
Do
Did
you
you bring any in particular?
I mean, I told y'all one. What's a secret? Oh my God. I'm trying to think of something. So what happens? Y'all tell secrets?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we do.
We're each gonna do a
episode.
secret.
Ooh.
We can do it first if you don't have one on the top of your head.
Yeah, do it first.
Okay, I have one that's really good. That just happened to me this week that I've been dying to tell Antonia.
I'm so excited.
Okay. I was dating this girl. Let's call her Samantha.
Okay.
Terrible name. Whatever. Samantha. We broke up about like 3 months ago. I find out this week that she wrote a script about our relationship. Starts with us crying in a Los Feliz parking lot and breaking up. And it includes like a character that's like a Jewish, non-binary, queer comedian that's writing a pilot about their ex-Orthodox background.
Whoa. That is... Wow.
And includes a scene of a comedian.
Okay.
Outside of a chicken shop in Glendale, where I used to run the show. And has a sex scene. Multiple sex scenes in it.
Okay. Hot.
Love. Do you want to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have Jay read it. Wait.
Right now on the pod?
Yeah, just the scene. It's a really short scene.
Oh,
Wait, how'd you find it?
Okay, because we have a...
Yeah.
So it's a little bit... It's a 2-part secret.
Because it sounds like it like got sent to you.
It got sent to me through a mutual friend who also had a thing. Whatever. That's gonna
With them?
That's next episode.
Wait.
It's a 2-part secret. I have to save up my secrets, Jay. There's so many.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it was a mutual friend who got this sent to them. And I'm a little... It's like also very Jewy.
The mutual friend was sent this like to look over for notes or something.
Yeah. I mean, to look over for notes and also just be like, hey, this is our mutual friend that I wrote a script about our sex, our life, our breakup, and our... Okay, this is it.
Okay.
It starts... That's the... That's the scene.
Wow.
Wait, read it. Read it out loud.
You want me to? You want me to read it? Okay. All right. I'm going to read it.
Is it too much?
No, it's not too much. But I was just okay. Late at night, a candle flickers on the nightstand, illuminating Asher and Tatum in bed. Asher wears a strap. They're deep inside of Tatum. Together, they gasp for air. Look into my eyes as you come, says Asher. Asher grabs her face, and they look into each other's eyes as Tatum runs their hand through Asher's hair. Time stops. Tatum pulls Asher to their chest and buries her face in their neck. So,
did you say that line?
No comment. But man, I read that and I fell off my chair.
Because it was so hot. This is kind of hot.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, wow.
How good is that secret?
That's
a good secret.
Good
I mean,
secret.
like, but now what are you gonna do?
It's really tough. I know.
An ex used y'all's sex and put it in a script. Will you be upset if it doesn't get picked up?
Yes.
Will you be like,
I'll be upset.
Will you be upset if you're not cast?
Yeah, I better be cast. That's all I really care about.
I mean, it's an ex. You're not gonna get cast. Do y'all still talk?
No.
No, you're not. There's no way.
No way.
Well,
There's no way.
If she doesn't cast me, I'll sue.
I don't think you can sue. You're gonna be like,
No, I won't. I won't. Honestly, it's really nice, and I'm so
yeah. And clearly she was into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really portrayed as like the best person, but that's just accurate.
You're Asher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you not tell from the most non-binary name in the universe?
Is it such a non-binary? It's like a Jewy non.
It's definitely a Jewy non-binary name.
I think I think you, whenever you let that person know that you know about this, you should say, look me in my eyes as you read this. No.
I mean, the thing is, I was advised by our mutual friend to just be very cautious about how I reach back out to her.
This is juicy. This is a good one.
Yeah.
This is a real good one.
Like, Jay, here's like the real goss is that Raye has left a string of broken hearts.
Oh, that's you.
Around the world.
That's you. That's you. That's awesome.
Asher. Sorry,
no.
Asher has.
And I've also been heartbroken.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay.
But
I mean,
so it's not, don't make it come off like I'm like,
I just think it's such a good flex. Like, people are obsessed with you.
Yeah, Jay, you hear that?
yeah,
They're
I believe
obsessed
it.
with me.
I believe it. I think I don't have anything that good. I've never been put in. I've done a sex scene. I've never been the inspiration for a sex scene.
What do you mean, like for TV? You've done a sex scene?
Yeah.
How was that?
People saved it. People have sent it to me. Yeah, I showed butt on HBO on High Maintenance.
Oh,
yeah.
You had a sex scene on High Maintenance?
Yeah, well, the crazy
Great.
part, it was a nude scene that was going to be a sex scene, but then in the script, the character didn't want me, the sex worker, to like just kind of like go to town. What they wanted was intimacy, so it ended up being like a really sweet scene. They just wanted to be held, but I dropped trowel, and they wanted dick, and my agent at the time was like, don't give away the dick the first time, Jay. And I was like, you're right. Just ask. And so they got my butt. It's a good butt.
Oh, well, I have to go see it.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You do have, I was like trying to find everywhere there was gossip about you online. So I looked you up on Reddit.
Oh, I know.
Have you looked yourself up on Reddit?
I know what this is.
Oh my God. Well, they're just so many.
People want my nudes so bad.
So bad.
Whoa.
And they're
always like, do you have
like,
it? Can someone does anyone have this on him? Well, there's a whole website devoted to like trying to find nudes of like men online. And John Marco's on it. Lucas is on it. I'm on it. Mateo's on it.
Like their nudes or them trying to find
asking desperately for our news. And I have like a bunch of underwear pictures out like on Twitter and like out and like a bunch of Speedo pics on Instagram. And so people are always like, they have to be out there. They have to be out there. They're not out there.
Do you ever send
I mean, they're out there, but they ain't out there.
So are you like terrified to send nudes now?
Your iPhone is about to get hacked.
Yeah. No, I still send nudes. I love sending nudes.
Really?
I love sending nudes. Yes. I was on a podcast once and someone was like, it's like they dared me. They showed me their nudes and then I showed my nudes and like the producer, I could see the producer while we were doing this and the producer was like, what is going on? Because it was just like, because it wasn't like to the camera. It was like, okay, all right, on the count of 3, trade.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's hot.
That is hot.
It was great.
Okay, everyone's nudes. Ready?
Listen, my phone's over there. I could do it. Wait a second. Where's my phone? I could do it. I took good nudes this week.
By yourself or
By myself.
Did you have a photographer?
No. I took like
For a podcast.
Well, cause like here's the thing.
In the mirror or
There's
selfie?
like
What's your
I love in the bed, kind of like phone above.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a good one for me. But then sometimes like in the mirror at like a hotel, because I'm on the road all the time, and sometimes the lighting's great, sometimes the lighting's okay. And then at the nude beach. I love a nude beach. Oh, here's a secret. I went to a nude beach February.
cold?
Miami.
Okay.
We thought it was gonna be chill. This isn't that much of a secret, but it's a secret. I literally was on the nude beach. Me, my husband. There's this older couple. They come over. They start talking to us. Older Floridian nude beach couple. They're a gay couple. They've been together for a while. Then this hot guy shows up. He's kind of like close to us. And then he like is smoking a joint and like walking. And they end up knowing him. They motion him to come over. It's like as he comes over, he's like getting cuter and cuter. He's like that. Like you see, when you see someone on the nude beach and you're like, they could be hot, and then they keep coming and you're like, they're hot. And you're like,
and then you look even closer.
And you're naked. And he said to me, he said, hey, oh, I know you. You're a comedian. I was like, I was naked. I wasn't like kind of naked, like dick. All of our dicks are out.
Here's my question, because I've been to a nude beach and I was keenly aware of this.
Yeah.
Was anyone hard?
You get like a lot of semis. You see like people like in different stages of the state of an erection, but like no one's like rock hard on the beach all the time. Like, and boners just kind of can happen. I don't think like, especially when you're kind of like trying not to look and you're kind of looking, it's like no one was like rock hard, but like you definitely kind of get to see the ebb and flow of the waves.
Yes.
And the wangs.
As he was coming closer, he was just getting harder and harder. As he started to recognize you.
He was hot.
So then what?
So then we were like,
he was like, can I get your autograph?
Yeah, and I'm like,
sexy comedian.
and I was like, I don't have a pen. I was like, just let that dry. No, he like went back to his hotel. My husband and I would have gone, but we like had dinner plans and like it was just it just wasn't gonna work out. He was a flight attendant, so a whore. So also like
Incredible.
I was like, I don't want chlamydia again. So it's just like it was fine. But no, yeah, I don't know. There's this weird like myth that like I guess my nudes are out there, but they're just not. And that's why that Reddit, why that exists. Cause like when you see someone in their underwear so much, you're always like, they have to be like out there. Like I put like Gianmarco posted a video where he had like a prop penis, and like I put an underwear picture on Twitter to compete with him 2 days ago, and it's gonna start more people gonna be like, please, like I know it's just gonna start messing. I love it. I love it.
We're gonna post this podcast in that thread.
Yeah, post it.
And
yes.
Post it. The
nudes coming.
The nudes are coming.
Just the clip. The nudes
I mean,
are coming.
also like if any picture of my dick out there probably looks so good because I sent it out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, like
it's not
so
a
you're
picture.
Like, I hope they get
It's
leaked.
not an accidental picture of me naked.
work went into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good secret.
I mean, that's kind of a secret.
Did you have another one?
I'm I'm trying to out. Let me see if I can out someone.
That's good. That's good. We love that.
So Gerard is actually straight.
Yeah.
Rogan is gay.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
What secret? Like a good secret? You haven't gone?
Yeah,
No.
you can go.
Okay. I was really trying to come up with something sexy to match the energy here,
Wow.
but I have nothing. I feel like I've used up all my sexy secrets already, unless there are more that I just can't think of.
You've had some good sexy
I
secrets.
just feel like, oh, I like all my sexy secrets are like, oh, I fucked in a pool. Like, oh, I fucked at a nude beach. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, this doesn't seem that interesting.
I mean, if that like stuff, I've hooked up in a park. I've done like in New York. It was like on my bucket list to do something cruisy. I've definitely hooked up in a park in the daytime, and that was like kind of wild.
I love that for you.
Well, because it was wild because it went from like just being like a kind of a blowjob, and then like this other guy came over, and then he like fucked that guy while he was like blowing me
In the daytime.
in the daytime.
strangers.
Well, here's the crazy part.
You knew.
No, the first guy I kind of knew.
Oh.
The second guy, I didn't know I knew him, and this is when it becomes a secret, until I saw him on Broadway. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
What's his name?
I can't give you his name, but
Cheyenne
he was
Jackson.
No.
Gavin Creel.
No, but he was he was like a Broadway performer in like a pretty famous Disney musical. It was kind of crazy.
That's good.
Yeah, it was
What
wild.
park? Bad.
What? Oh, are you trying to go?
Yeah.
It was no, but that's a good guess. That is a good guess. It was Marcus Garvey Park in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cruisiest park because they have like this like. The funniest part about that park being cruisy, and I was like, oh, I'll never do it, and then I did it. At one point, they built a luxury apartment right kind of like across the street from the park, and they built it so high you could look into like the top section of the park where people were cruising, and so those people in those luxury apartments got mad. They were like, these people are having sex and doing drugs in the park, and the legend has it that the police officer said, close your blinds. Because the police officer was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
What?
First time the police did something nice.
Yeah. So that's my secret.
That's good.
That is good. Okay, here's mine. Lower your expectations. Okay, so like I contextualize this by being like, I have so much stuff on the internet that my mom doesn't want to see, and that I don't want her to see. And I finally found something that I'm pretty sure she doesn't want me to see.
About her?
About me. Well, about all of my sisters. Because this happened over COVID, released a video essay for our synagogue about the way my family celebrates Hanukkah that is such a blatant lie.
Ooh. Wait,
this, and I was like,
I'm going to say this.
what?
She made y'all more Jewish?
Not yet, kind of. Her thesis was, she was like, I grew up in South Africa, which is a line that she loves to pull. I grew up in South Africa, and I was shocked when I came to this disgusting country and learned that Hanukkah here is a capitalist, greedy orgy. She didn't say it exactly like that, but that was the tone. And this is her move. This is kind of a thing. I don't know if you know this about Judaism, but it's like Hanukkah's like this minor holiday, and then it's proximity to Christmas. Big. And in other countries, they don't like give presents every day. So she's like, we didn't give presents every day. But then I came to America, and I had disgusting American children who demanded presents for Hanukkah, and I capitulated. I said, okay. I had spreadsheets of all the presents. I was such a wonderful mother. And then one year I realized that we could make Hanukkah about tzedakah, which means charity.
Wow.
And she was like, and I decided that we would give all of our presents to tzedakah. And my children came to me and they said, Mom, this is so meaningful. Mom, we love Hanukkah now.
Why is she
Did you do that?
No!
Exactly. That's insane. That's actually that's crazier than me having sex one time with two dudes. That's crazy.
I know, isn't it crazy?
I was actually giving stuff to strangers. They could have been giving it to me. But that's wow.
First of all, we'd do one tzedakah night. And we hated it.
Yeah.
This made nothing meaningful because we're children.
Yes.
Also, her version of giving us presents every night was every single thing we needed from August to December became a Hanukkah present.
Yeah.
Oh, you need books for school.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a winter
Yeah.
coat. Sometimes we would get pencils. You know,
That's actually brilliant. A
brilliant.
brilliant move on her part.
Brilliant.
And I'm gonna
So,
take
like,
that for my kids.
Yeah, it is. It is good. It's just. Look, I think it's probably good parenting, but is it capitulating to American capitalist greed? Not exactly. So that's on the internet.
Yeah,
And
why is she share? That's the craziest part to me, that she's sharing this whole thing to her Facebook friends.
No, it's on the temple's very small YouTube.
You know what? You know what? I think that is one of those lies where she would be like, well, who does that lie hurt? That actually makes us all look good. You know what's worse than that lie? You undercutting that lie.
It's true.
You telling everybody that it's a lie.
It was a charitable lie. No one gets mad at us for lying for good. I don't have anything like that. My family has like little stuff like that. Like at one point when my grandma one of my grandma's cousins would always lie about her age. She would say that they were much closer in age than they actually were. She was like off by like 10 years. And she would say stuff like, oh, I remember when your grandmother was born. I was such a small baby. They had to pick me up so that I could look into the cradle. And my grandma would be like, you were 10. You didn't have to pick you up. But it was just that thing that like...
And it's like, how old was she when she's doing that lie? 60?
Yeah.
70? It's like, at that point, the difference between 60 and 70...
Yeah, 100%. It's like one of those old super Southern lies where it's like, well, I never even knew I never had a boyfriend before your grandfather. And then like just one cousin is like, you never had a boyfriend before grandpa? That's a lie. There are multiple men in this city. My grandma, this is like one of those things where she's of that age where like they bragged basically about getting getting kidnapped. Like one of their classmates like eloped, and by that I mean like her much older boyfriend just took her away.
Oh my God.
And so like all of them were like, she doesn't have a boyfriend that wants to take her away. And like all of them were so pro getting abducted by these men. God, it was just the times have changed.
Is it? I mean, don't you just feel like the like sad truth is that every teenager is like a little pro pedophilia because they're like that 25. They're like, I want a 25-year-old boyfriend.
They're pro adult attention, and like at that like pretty much 16 to 18-year-old range. The guys who are giving them attention, you can't explain to them that they're not cool. Like everyone is like, that guy's not cool if he's talking to you, but you can't tell it to them because they're gonna be like, that's exactly what he said you would say. Yeah. And you go, wait a second, no, but he's not cool. And they go, I think I know.
The problem is the adults.
Yeah. And you'll be because
not to explain why pedophilia is wrong.
Yeah.
no,
But
tell us. Tell
Is
us.
it?
What? Well, I'm gonna say it is.
I'm gonna take a stand
Wow,
and say
so
I'm not
brave.
into it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
I'm not into it.
Yeah, the ancient Greeks got a lot of things right, but not that. That there is like
Great
this
columns.
wonderful columns. Great. I mean, democracy. But you know,
Gay
pederasty. Yeah, just of the same
Adult
age.
gay shit.
Adult gay
Yeah,
shit.
not the inter-age gay shit.
Yeah, not Zeus turning into an eagle and abducting a small boy.
Totally.
That is the
Is that?
yeah.
Love that.
Zeus turned into an eagle. He saw Ganymede. He saw a youth that was so beautiful. He had to have him be his cupbearer on Mount Olympus, which is just like your kept boy who like gives you wine.
Mm-hmm.
He turns into an eagle and flies down. Now Zeus, being the most important of the Greek deities, could definitely transform back and be like, hey, I'm a god, I'm gonna take you back. He just stays an eagle, picks him up, takes him away.
Crazy.
Well, do you know
And
how
it's
crazy
like-
you have to be that you want to rape someone so badly you turn into an eagle?
And you do it with an eagle dick?
What? Cloaca.
A
Yes.
cloaca.
Yes.
You do it with a hole.
Yeah, you just. I guess when he got back to Olympus, he was transformed back. He was like, I don't want you thinking this is weird. I'm not an eagle. I'm actually just a rapist. Okay. It's the question when everyone 2 weeks ago was like man versus bear in the woods, like eagle or
God.
Zeus. Which one? So yeah, I mean, I don't know how we got here.
Wow.
Oh, know how
I
we
think
got
let's
here.
wrap
I know
up
how
on the. Oh no! Please tell us.
we- Oh no, I was gonna say we can wrap it up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up on the eagle dick
Yes.
pedophilia bit.
That's a crowd pleaser. Your career is over.
It's not over. I think I can come back from that. I think I can.
You can do anything.
People are just gonna be like, he's so smart.
He knew who Ganymede was.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on Yenta, Jay.
Thank you for having me.
What do you want to plug?
I don't know. I'm doing stand up all over the country. I'm gonna be in Boston. I'm gonna be in Bloomington. I'm gonna be in Cincinnati, Tampa, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale. Go to my Instagram. It has a link tree for tickets. You can go to my website if you're old, but please go to Instagram. It's so much easier. A website, you got to update those. Instagram, just post a link.
Yeah, bro. I feel that.
Great. Raye?
RayeSchiller.com. I have a show. I'm going to Seattle. Did I tell you this? July 19th.
Ooh.
Where are you
Yeah.
performing?
Everett.
Yes.
It's like, have you been there?
No,
What
I've been to
venue?
Seattle. I
Yeah.
did the Hereafter.
Yeah.
What
not
venue
doing
in
that.
Everett?
I don't remember.
Great.
Yeah, and then I'm doing other shows in LA mostly. But yeah, what about you, Antonia?
Perfect. Asheville, June 20th. JCC, baby.
Woo!
And thanks for being on Yenta.
Thank
This
you.
is huge. I think I'm going to cut this into 2 episodes.
Great.
Yeah, I'm going to make 2 episodes out of you, Jay.
Whoa.
I'm
Stretch
gonna
you
do-
out.
I'm going to do Jay Jurden part 1, Jay Jurden part 2.
That's on the bisexual theme.
Exactly.
Just bisect this episode.
Bisect it. So come back next week for the next episode of Jay Jurden. And yeah, fuck, you're a great Yenta.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, you can press the button.
Feed fear a suck it sandwich.
Ooh.